Going in depth tonight, even amid a national shortage, the use of stimulants in South Carolina has increased significantly over the last 5 years. That includes prescription drugs that treat a range of conditions like ADHD and narcolepsy. A new state monitoring program found the use of stimulants has gone up about 30% since 2018, and the average age of patients is 36 years old.
And going in depth tonight on this topic, we now want to bring in Dr. Roger Rhodes, therapist here in Greenville. So, doctor, thank you so much for joining us. We see these numbers from DHEC monitoring these prescriptions throughout the state from 2018 to 2022. And one of the biggest increases that jumps out to us is the prescription increase for these stimulants that are meant to treat conditions like ADHD, narcolepsy, but they've increased by 29% from 2018 to 2022. Why is that?
There's just so much pressure on people to perform. Now imagine if you're trying to get up enough energy to perform, and you got kids and you got this and you got that, and wait a minute, you just can't have the energy to get it. But boy, take a stimulant, it jacks you up, you're good to go.
Okay.
So that's a piece of it right there, is that it's people are finding a way under a lot of pressure to get it done. And stimulants help that, and it's amazing how people who abuse stimulants know people who abuse stimulants. It's kind of an underground group. Sure. And they'll tell you, oh, this is the doctor and this is what you need to say. And so because we know each other and we all have the inside track, I then go out and get my drugs too, and it helps me get it done. You
mentioned the pressure to perform, and you say, well, you know, there's a stimulant that I could take to go ahead and get it done quick.
Yeah.
But is that the right path, in your opinion?
Well, no, but I think that that's what people have learned as a style of coping.
So what is the right path then?
Well, boy, this is a hard one. It's really to do what you're capable of doing. See, that doesn't seem to be enough anymore. To do what you're capable of doing. And when you're asking people to do, 100 things, and you can adequately and in a healthy way do 90, it's hard to convince people to do 90 when they've got friends who say, hey, take a little pill, you can do the other 10.
Part of the findings too, the average age of patients in that increase, 36 years old. Do you think that age is where people are really feeling it the most to perform?
Well, yeah, think about, what we're talking about now is adulting.
Okay.
Yeah, do you really adult much in your 20s? Not really, but boy, by the time you get 30, now we're really going to put the pedal down on pressure to perform, to be good, to get it done, okay? Also, if I decide to get married, think there's any more pressure in your 30s than there were in your 20s to get it done? Yeah. Plus, you probably had some kids in there. So now you're going to get it done with kids, do the house, do the job, do 15 things. It's too much. People are overwhelmed, and stimulants help them to be less overwhelmed.
And this is all coming to where we have an Adderall shortage, where we have the ADHD shortage and all of this, and it's been ongoing since October.
Yeah.
And they were hoping that there would be some relief late April. That hasn't come. And so we have this shortage.
Right.
And a lot of people are crediting to telehealth as well, that overprescribing is because doctors aren't seeing people as much, even though telehealth can serve some communities that need that attention. So what would be your advice then to anybody at home saying, I feel almost trapped?
Monitor the industry better, okay?
What do you mean by that?
It's because, you're going to find when you start looking at increase, you're going to find certain areas increase more than others. So those are the areas you need to really look at. Oh, monitoring, do these people really need it? Is this to the best? Who's doing the prescribing? There was a time when they found out one doctor was prescribing for like 3,000 people. And they were just coming into the building, signing their name, getting the prescription, walking out.
So you're calling on officials to monitor?
Yeah, I think you have to. I think there has to be an oversight of that, or it's just going to run away, because you just can't keep pressuring regular people and then expect them to, quote unquote, behave.
So for anyone at home?
Yeah, people at home, ask, what's this costing me? When you're looking at prescriptions, say to yourself, what is it costing me monetarily to take it? What is it costing me relationally to take it? Okay? And then what you then want to come to, is it worth it? Okay? Because people talk about pressure on physicians. Wow. The last 10 years and the amount of pressure on physicians, it's incredible. That people are just grinding down on physicians. Yep. And then insurance companies are grinding down. And physicians are just trying to do a job. That's just a job they're in line to. And so we've got to get better at monitoring who's taking it, where they're taking it, and who's giving it to them, and where's it coming from. Okay? And you can't keep building the need for it without the monitoring with it.
Okay. Something to watch for. Dr.
Good.
Rhodes, thank you so much.
Thank you.